Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Let's do the impossible. This is impossible. We're going to rank the 9 songs on Judas Priest's iconic record, British Steel. They say it's like choosing between children. Between 9 children you love deeply. I'm going to do it. No right or wrong answers. No right or wrong answers about, which is the weakest song. What's the best song? Who the hell knows? But this is a discussion about our love for British Steel. That's what it really is. We're going to discuss our love for this record. We're still trying to choose which one's number 9, 8, 7, 6, and so on. Way up to our favorite song from British Steel. No right or wrong answers. None. In the comments, put together your list of 9. Now, if there's anyone unfamiliar with British Steel, youngsters, and you haven't heard it in years. Remember? It's on YouTube. Judas Priest, British Steel. What you'll find on YouTube Music will have 2 bonus tracks we're not going to count. Let me remind myself of what those 2 are. One is something called Red, White, and Blue, if I remember correctly. And I can't actually find it. And then a live version of Grinder. Give you 2 versions of Grinder. Tells you what Judas Priest thinks of Grinder. They gave you 2 versions. Okay? So we're not counting the live version of Grinder. Not counting whatever that 10th song is. It's not on the original release. Okay, we're going to talk about the 9 songs on the original record. No bonus tracks. Okay? Comprehende? You ready? Let's do it. Number 9 was in my top 3 when I was a young man. If not my favorite. United. A good sing-along, pounding track, and I still can get into it. On YouTube, it gives you the video for it from Tops of the Pops in Britain, with Rob Alford and the gang, lip syncing to it. And being kind of half-hearted through it. Doesn't help my impression of where to rank the song. But it's what it is. You lip sync. You gotta promote the song. The kids in the audience are gonna go, yay! It's a great song. Like I said, when I was younger, that was my favorite 2 or 3, along with the other singles. But after all these years, we need to be united as a world. They tell me most of my viewers are not in America. We need unity in America at the moment. Nowhere close. And elsewhere in the world. But between these 9 songs right now, United is not my favorite song. It's number 9. Used to be a whole lot higher when I had hair and was a younger man. I love the song, but it's number 9. You get the idea? Okay? Love United. But number 9. Number 8. This opened up the British version of British Steel. It's on this 30th anniversary, and on the YouTube music order, they have rapid fire to open the album. Not a bad choice. I don't know if I care for speed metal after all these years. Leaves me cold. And rapid fire is a bit of speed metal. Pretty good. There was other songs I would lead open with. But of course, in an American version, back when I bought this in college, Wayback Machine there. And I had hair, a lot of it. The singles were the opening track of 1 and 2. The first side and the second side. Those days, vinyl, that we're back to. The singles was the first track on each side. Mad Rapid Fire. I think Rapid Fire is the second song on this, right? Yeah. No. What do I have this thing? Anyway, this has the same. Whatever. Oh, this tells me, yeah, the bonus track is Red, White, and Blue. Okay, fine. So Rapid Fire, number 8. Just a little bit too speed metal. That may make it much higher for you because you love speed metal. It's a one-shots test. What do you see? Number 7, Metal Gods. Of course I love Metal Gods. It's a little hokey, isn't it? Metal Gods. And then that doomy da da da. You're a little not real life for me. Love it. Loved it better in the past. But for a ranking, I'm going to have to say that's number 7. You are allowed to disagree. But for me, Metal Gods, number 7. You'll hokey. But I love it. Record's perfect. Don't you like me? You play this record, you don't even care the order of the record. Just play it. It just is a piece. I got the video where Judas Priest plays the entire record. Just as a piece. Do you really care? Do you really care which ones you like better or less? But then, I don't have a video if I don't rank these darn things. I do like to listen to the record as a piece, just relax, and it's all good. but we're ranking. The Rage is number 6. I like the bass intro. Showing you a little bit of musicianship. How's that for Judas Priest? They showed more musicianship on the follow-up record. I couldn't believe my ears years ago, a couple years ago, on Sea of Tranquility, referring to this as a commercial record, point of entry. I understand what they mean now when I listen to this again. I really love this record. And they show some musicianship on this record too. Even a touch of reggae on one song. I think the bass intro, they're edging towards, let's just make it a few moments of, no, they didn't do it. But it is mid-paced, and that kind of holds it back slightly for me. But Halford's vocals, of course, wonderful. But because it's kind of mid-paced, I'm going to make it number 6. Number 5, Breaking the Law. Yes, I said it. My 5th ranked song on British Steel is Breaking the Law. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Usually. There are times to break a law. There's times when the law is wrong, you break that law. When the law is immoral, break it. But I just been living with, as the hit, breaking the law too much. It's been overexposed to me. And the video is cool. Of course it is. But it is, British jokey video. With the bank guard playing his cardboard guitar or whatever. Air guitar with a cardboard thing in. Love it. Don't misunderstand. Love breaking the law. I'll shout out with everybody else, even in a cover band. Breaking the law is cool as hell. I got 4 songs at this stage of life I appreciate more than Breaking the Law from British Steel. Okay? I got 4. So Breaking the Law, number 5. Number 4. And the band loves the song. They gave you a live version of it for a bonus track. Grinder. Of course it's great. It's wonderful. Grinding meat through. Is that how I live my life? Okay? It's not my mind frame. This is how my mind is framed, okay? I'm going to grind meat. I'm going to grind you down, buddy, or life is grinding me down. Okay, fine. It's a touch negative for me. Love it. But it's a touch negative. So that allows 3 songs to be ranked higher than Grinder. So Grinder's number 4. Number 3. This surprises me. Because I'm an old man now. I do know. I hope there's some truth to the adage of wisdom with age. Okay? I hope there is. I got no more damn excuses anymore. Okay, I've been here for a number of decades. So, but my number 3 is, you don't have to be old to be wise. I loved that sentiment in my 20s when I first heard this song. I guess, meeting some younger people, get some education in fields that not necessarily music. I see the truth in this song title. You don't have to be old to be wise. And there's truth to that. But boy, you'll learn as you get older, whether you like it or not. So it's something that caters to youth. It caters a bit. But the riff, so I could knock this down a couple of ranks for the sentiment, but the riff is great. The energy is great. And the energy is really good. It's kind of a mid-pace song, but it's got energy. It's got really good energy. I think that rose for me in the last couple of years. Because if you don't hear it for a while, you think it's a bit slower than it actually is. And then you actually hear it. Oh, the energy's there. My number 3 song, Don't Have to Be Old to Be Wise. Number 2. I thought about making this number 1. Steeler. What an album closer. At the time this record came out in about 1980, album closer was like Freebird. The southern bands in America, southern rock bands, Freebird and, Blackfoot's Highway Song. The southern bands had album closers and concert closers, where we're playing this song, you want us to play it last, and it's going to cork everything else. And it builds and has an epic conclusion. Well, Steeler kind of does that. Kind of. But totally different feel. Totally different epic feel to Steeler. It is a hell of an album closer. And why it isn't regarded higher among the iconic Judas Priest songs, I got no idea. We should be thinking of Steeler as, among, the top 5, 6, 10 Judas Priest songs. I don't know if it quite has that status. Hell, does Judas Priest play Steeler in every concert? I don't think they do. Hell of a song. So that's number 2. And of course, it's number 1 because I went with the single, Living After Midnight. I still gotta say that's my favorite out of these 9. What keeps it number 1 for me? It has that bit of sleaze and that attitude. And Judas Priest is not a sleaze band. Rob, because we later learned that Rob was homosexual. Rob Alford, the singer. So no, Rob's not going to be singing about chasing chicks and all that stuff and being a sleaze and wanting, 2 girls at a time or whatever. Rob has class. So there's one song where you hear a touch of sleaze and attitude from Rob Alford is Living After Midnight. Rocking all night, walking to the dawn, then I'm gone. That is absolutely a sleaze rock attitude and beat and riff. It's marvelous. And so just for the sentimentality of, I'm a sleaze rock guy. I like you a bit of humor. Okay? Lord knows these songs are not necessarily humorous. They're grinding meat. They're declaring their wisdom even through their young pups back then. They're talking about rapid fire and being united and being the metal gods and the rage and breaking the law because, the world's doing them wrong. Nah, there's not necessarily humorous songs. So you can take breaking the law not literally and saying it's kind of a fine humor in it. But Living After Midnight, total sleaze, good amount of humor. Rob is not looking for a chick. He may be looking for you, fella. And that's okay. It's all good. Consenting adults. It's all good. But for me, Living After Midnight is my favorite song from British Steel. I bet your order of the 9 songs from British Steel may be completely different than me. Way different. Heck, I think it's kind of easy to name your favorite 1 or 2 songs. Kind of easy to name which your not favorite song is. 1 or 2 of those. In between, impossible. It's impossible to parse your love between 3 and 7. That's about impossible, and I did it anyway. And I explained what criteria I used. You don't have to explain why. They're your favorite and not your favorite. I don't think Judas Priest ever matched British Steel. Oh yeah, Screaming for Vengeance is great. I really love Defenders of the Faith. But Judas Priest was kind of chasing after other metal bands later in the 80s, I thought. Chasing trends instead of setting trends. That was their choice. It's okay. And we love them for it, to a point. And the build up to British Steel, stained glass and all that, which I got in my corner here, over here. But nothing other than Point of Entry. I have a love for Point of Entry. I understand why people slag Point of Entry to a point. To a point they do. Commercial? That was a good time to be alive, but that's commercial music. Point of entry, Judas Priest, commercial music. Life is good. Or was good. As it was. You like this video? Give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell for the next time I do something insane like this. Ranking whatever perfect songs and saying, well, this perfect song is better than that perfect song. It's the exercise. No wrong answers. Give us your 9 ranked. And so leave that comment. Rank it yourself. You can just throw the 9 songs in the air, let them land on the ground in whatever order they're in. Do it. It would make perfect sense. It's all good. And for the latest in action rock, garage rock, psychobilly, I'll get to some good psychobilly came out recently. I should check it out. And food for you. And classic and legacy bands like Judas Priest. Come back here to Action Rock Corner. I'll have it for you. And remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. You haven't played your copy, no matter what order to put the songs in. Even with 2 bonus tracks. Why? The album's perfect. Don't add, unless the bonus tracks are perfect too. Don't add to a perfect record. But they wanted to sell more copies, and that's what they did. Because Lord knows I bought it. I bought the darn thing with the bonus tracks. I own 3 copies. And the making of video. I own 3 copies, distinct copies of British Steel. What's the phrase from Sea of Tranquility? The disease's will, whatever the Pacific wording is. You know, the curse is will. The collecting curse is will. I try not to do that anymore. I own a copy. I have a copy. That's it. I don't need to buy a second copy of the song with minor differences. There's enough of us who do it. Bless us. And bless the businessman putting them out. So, that's what I got. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.